So these are the variables from the last lecture. Now I've got a question for you. There are 4 things that I've consistently used in this program. Can you spot them? If you want, you can pause the video, think about this for a few seconds, and then continue watching. So here are those 4 things. The first thing is that all my variable names are descriptive and meaningful. So students count represents the number of students for a course, or course name clearly explains that this variable holds the name of a course. One of the issues that I see a lot amongst beginner programmers is that they use mystical names for their variables. Something like this, CN as in short for course name. When someone else reads this code, they have no idea what CN stands for. Or they use variable names like C1. When I look at that code, I wonder, where is C2? And what is the difference between C1 and C2? So these variable names are very mystical. That's a bad practice. Make sure your variable names are always descriptive and meaningful because this makes your code more maintainable. Now, there are times that you can use short variable names like X, Y, Z if you're dealing with things like coordinates. So that's an exception. Now, the second thing that I have consistently used in this code is that I have used lowercase letters to name my variables. So here we don't have course name all in capital or in title case. All letters are lowercase, right? Let's delete these. The third thing that I've consistently used here is that I have used an underscore to separate multiple words. And I've done this to make my variable names more readable. Because in Python, we cannot have a space in variable names, so we cannot have course name. And if you put these 2 words together, it's a little bit hard to read. That's why we use an underscore. And the fourth thing that I have used consistently here is that I have put a space around this equal sign. Again, that's one of the issues I see a lot amongst beginners. They write code like this. This is a little bit ugly. This is what we call dirty code. Dirty, stinky, smelly. You should write code that is clean and beautiful so other people can read it like a story, like a newspaper article. It should be formatted properly. And that's why we have PEP8 in Python. Now, the good thing is if you forget these rules, when you save the changes, AutoPEP8 kicks in and it automatically reformats your code. But that aside, you should always give yourself the habit of writing clean code without relying too much on the tooling. So these are all the best practices about naming your variables. Next, we're going to look at strings in more detail.